Welcome back to my Lord of the Rings playthrough. We are on the Hobbit on the Doorstep, which is the second part of the expansion, where you have the spiders, Smaug, and the treasure, and the Battle of the Five Armies. It's a really cool second part of the quest. I've changed deck up a little bit. I'm using Eowyn, Thorin, and Beravor, and obviously Bilbo. Let's look at the cards. So Bilbo, like most Saga expansions, you get Bilbo or Frodo. It doesn't count towards your actual players, so when you're playing solo, you can have four heroes. It only has one to each of his stats, but you can spend one resource on him to get a treasure card added to your hand. So you're playing through the campaign mode. Treasure cards you've added will go to your deck, and you use them to find them, which is pretty cool. I've gone for Eowyn because she's a really high willpower stat. You can boost up, but you need willpower in this. Thorin is just great because he has some good rounded stats, and with 5 dwarf characters he has resources. And Beravor because, like Thorin, very well rounded, and you can use his draw cards if you really need to. Starting first on 30. So we are on the Slides and Spiders, into the Mirkwood. So we've got my Magic Ring, I put it in the deck already. I've got a copy of Spire's Glade, just on the way outside over there. Shove the counter deck, which I've done. Reveal one card per character. So a Wicked Spider. So in this expansion, this scenario, we have 2 new keywords, 2 new abilities. Venom and unconscious characters. When a character is taken attack from a character with a card with Venom, they place 1 card top of the deck, like so, under the card. That's a poison counter. It's pretty annoying because you're losing cards, you don't know what they are. And when the character has enough poison cards under them that match the health, they're defeated. Also, is an unconscious character, which basically means they are exhausted, they can't get resources or ready up or anything at all. They're basically out of the game, and you can only ready them in certain ways, which is very, very annoying. So, as the story starts, stick to the forest track, keep spirits up, hope for the best. With a tremendous slice of luck, you may come out one day and see the long marshes lying below you, and beyond them, high in the east, lonely mountain where a dear old Smaug lives. So this is just a basic quest with 9 threshold. So I'm playing on easy mode because I'm only using cards from the core set and the expansions that follow up to this. So 2 on each. There we go. Draw my cards. So, ooh, that's pretty good. 4, 5. There we go. So it's a pretty good hand so far. Steward of Gondor is essential in this. And in fact, the first 2 quests of this, you want Steward of Gondor, especially early on. Magic Ring is a good card to have very early on as well. Gandalf, I'm using the Overhill Underhill version of Gandalf rather than the core set version of Gandalf. Exactly the same as stats. He doesn't have the effects when it's to play, which is unfortunate, but he doesn't exhaust the quest. And then the refresh phase, you discard him, but you can raise your threat by 2 to cancel the effects. So you pay 2 extra threat per turn, he stays in play as long as you want, as long as you can be. Magic Ring is obviously you can exhaust it, raise your threat by 1, gain a resource. You can also exhaust it, raise your threat by 3 to cancel all damage from attack, which is very, very handy. And we just have obviously the classic Fili, which lets you play an extra card, so you get 2 doors price of 1. And from the new set we have the Raven and the Mountain. Basically you exhaust a hero, shuffle the encounter deck, lose that card, you place progress on the current quest equal to the threat of that card. So for instance, we shuffled it and got this, we get 1 progress on the current quest, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to start off by instantly playing the Steward of Gondor on Thorin, because I can exhaust it to get 2 more, to play another one on Bilbo, which I'm going to exhaust and get 2 more. I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use 1 from Eowyn and all Bilbo's resources, because it costs 5 to get Gandalf down. That's essential. We're also going to, let's see, need some defense. Let's quest. So 4, 8, 9 on the quest. So we have 9 and we have Giant Web. And that's the location. Each character gets -1 to each stat, which poison it has is none. So 9 off 4 is 5. So not bad. 5. This annoying creature engages. So I want to kill it in 1 swoop. So what I'm going to do is 4 is quite high. Actually, we're going to defend with Gandalf. So 4 and the shadow cost is he gets 1 poison. So we go like this. It's quite annoying because you can't see what the card is, so it could be something really essential, and I can't tell what it is until he dies. So, no damage, but 1 poison. Then we're going to swing back of these 2, which is more than enough to kill the annoying spider. And then we're going to travel. Oh, sorry, I should travel there first. My bad. We'll travel there. Sorry, I meant to do that at the end of the travel phase. So he's just suffered damage because he had 1 less because of the giant web. Ooh, not the camera. Sorry. We're going to ready up all the characters. That's a resource. Only got enough. I'm going to have dwarves for his cards. So that's 9. Raise the threat by 1, and then 2 more because we want to keep Gandalf in play. We're going to draw a card. So, Magic Ring on Bilbo. We're going to exhaust both the Steward of Gondors. Now, important to know that when this quest is completed, all your resources go. So, spend them where you can. So, we're going to play Fili. That'll let us search for his brother Kili, wherever he is. He's a purple one. Kili's the blue one. That's all. That's how I differentiate them. Oh, come on, where is he? Where is he? He's got to be here somewhere. I know I've got one copy in the deck. Where is he? Oh, he's right at the top. There we go. So we are going to have that out. Unfortunately, because like I said, resources all go, so what we're going to have to do is I'm going to exhaust Beravor to draw 2 cards. I'm going to, let's see, this is a cool card, a very good tale. Basically, you exhaust 2 allies, shuffle your deck, it's got top 5 cards. You can put 2 allies by its effect into play in your control, as long as the cost doesn't exceed the cost of these 2 cards. So I can exhaust these 2, shuffle the deck, draw 5 cards, and I can put 2 allies that cost less than 6 total into the play, which is a cool card. Think of the Mountain as an attachment from the new set. Attached to a dwarf hero, you can exhaust it, lose top 2 cards of your deck, and 1 to your hand, so it's very essential to pick through cards that you need early on. So, he should be exhausted, sorry. So we're going to quest again. Now, it seems that they all get exhausted in a second, it won't make a difference. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. Yeah, giant web, it's fine. More than enough. This is gone, and this is gone. So this is where the quest goes from looking quite easy to insanely difficult. So Lost in the Dark, the nights were the worst, then became pitch black. Not what you call pitch dark, but really pitch. So black that you really could see nothing. Bilbo tried flapping his hand in front of his nose, but he could not see it all. Or perhaps it's not true to say that they could see nothing, they could see eyes. So when you're playing multiplayer, 1 player has stage 3 out with the dwarves, 1 player has stage 4 with Bilbo. You're playing single player, so you just do stage 3, move along to stage 4 straight after. So what happens is, remove all resources from all heroes' pools, which is really irritating, even Bilbo's, which I think is a bit unfair. Which is why I said Steward of Gondor is good to have out early. All characters are unconscious. Just like in the novel, all the characters, apart from Bilbo, are exhausted, can't be ready, they're trapped in the webs, which is quite tricky. We go straight to stage 4, so Battle of the Spiders. The battle began, some of the dwarves had knives, some had sticks, all of them could get stones, and Bilbo had his elvish dagger. Again, the fires were beaten off, and many of them were killed, they could not go on for long. So, what happens now is, basically, we have to go on a mad spree. We're going to be trying to quest as much as we can, and help our characters with Bilbo. So Fire's Glade comes back, which it's a quite annoying location, because, as you can see here, there's only got one threat. It has a massive cost of 9. We only need 3 to complete the quest, so it's not too bad. But the worst thing about this card is, at the start of the quest phase, you search your counter deck for 1 spider enemy and stage an area. 2 if there are 3 or more players. It's really, really tricky. That goes there. So we can spend 2 of Bilbo's resources for an unconscious character, which is why Steward of Gondor is handy. So what we're going to do is we are going to, that's a turn over it, so we're going to add 1 to the threat and 2 more for Gandalf. Ready up the characters, we only read up Bilbo. We're going to put a resource on him, we're going to draw a card, we've got Thror's Key. Unfortunately, this is immune to player card effects, so it's pretty pointless. So what we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Steward of Gondor to get 2 resources. We're going to exhaust the ring to get another resource and raise the threat by 1, which is why the ring is a great thing to have out early on. 37 now we're on. So we can basically 3 2 characters. So we're going to 3 Eowyn because she's tough and she has great willpower. We're going to 3 Gandalf because his ability to quest like that is super handy. So what we're going to do is right. We're going to leave this here for now. We're going to quest travel to this giant web because although it does give characters -1 for stats for each poison they have, when it leaves play, we're going to punch the character out and it gets rid of the 3 threat. That's going to slow us down. So we're going to quest. We're going to quest with Gandalf. So 4. We're going to quest with just these 2, I think. So 4, 8. We're going to discard cards to boost that up. So 9, 10. So 10 in total. We're going to add a spy to the staging area, which is really irritating. So let's see what's someone quite weak. Let's see. Let's put him out. So we've got 10 plus off 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2. We can't put progress on the stage till the stage is complete. Don't have any threat though. We're gonna. That's the location up there. They go to the side. We're going to engage this. Should be exhausted. So we're going to defend with Gandalf. He gets 1 poison. But he'll get -2 defense because of that. So he's only got 2 defense. So 3 plus nothing is damage. That's a turn over. We're going to ready up just the characters we can. So that's just Gandalf. Eowyn. We are going to draw a card. We're going to increase our threat by 3, so we're now 40 threat. We're going to put a resource on those. Exhaust Steward of Gondor for that. Keep the ring exhausted for another one. Raise the threat by 1. We're going to 2 more characters. We're going to 3. Let's just 3 the heroes, Thorin and Beravor. Can't really play many cards on the resources, but we've got a bit more questing power here, so should be okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave Beravor out, so we need 3. Yeah, so we're going to quest, so 4. He only gets 2 because of that, minus, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 on the quest. We search for a spider, so that's 12. 1, 3 hidden paths. So after this we have 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is gone. We can ready a conscious character because of that. That is to play. We're going to exhaust Bilbo Baggins, travel to the Spire's Glade because we need it. These 2 annoying things engage with us, unfortunately, but we have a bit more defense, so we're going to give up Fili, the Wicked Spider. So we have Shadow attached to the character. He's more than dead. We've lost Fili, but we need to get rid of that. And then this one attacks, so we are going to have. We can just defend with Gandalf. So 4 against 3 plus. Oh, lost a card then. Get 1 poison. Oh no. 1 poison. Gandalf's gonna call it with Gandalf. He's the shining star. And I'm just gonna strike back to do damage to that just because we can. So now we're in a mad bid race to quest. We've got to basically get as much willpower as we can and quest as much as we can. So ready up the characters we've got, which is that, that. 42 on 44 threat. Draw a card. Sorry, get the resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't control 5 dwarves anymore, unfortunately, which sucks. Let's exhaust Steward of Gondor. Steward of Gondor is such a good card. It's in any set, any kind of build. I think it's just such an essential card. Okay, so we're gonna get some more allies out so we can play stuff. So get him down. I've had 5 dwarves. I got 2 swords to heroes resource pool. We've only got 2, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we are going to have to let's just exhaust. Let's use 2 resources to ready up Kili. So I've got 2 defense, which is okay. We've basically got a quest for an absolute bucket load now. So I'm going to discard 2 cards to give her +2. So that's 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 quest. Search for a spider. Wicked spider will do. We've only got 1. No wicked spider. So 17 minus these 4. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. This is completely gone. And 1 carried over to this. I'm going to give myself an extra resource for Bilbo, and then spend 2 to travel to this location. It gives other locations -1 to the threat. But now I've got 4 spiders I've got to basically get past to win, which is tricky. I've got 3 characters that are open to defend, so one's going to have to get through. So we're going to have to let the crazy cob spider just deal damage to Thorin because he's got the most health. So 3 plus... not poison is okay, so 3 damage to Thorin. That's that taken care of. 4 to that, 4 to that. No poison, no shadow. Yeah, they're definitely dead. And lastly, Gandalf can just defend against the 4. But unfortunately, we've lost Gandalf because... yeah, definitely gone. Gandalf's gone, unfortunately. After all that, we've lost Gandalf. What cards were underneath for Gandalf? Nothing too game-changing. Okay, so we basically need to just get... what, 1, 2, 3 willpower, 3 questing points to get to the next stage to finish this quest. So it's back by 1 because Gandalf's gone now. We're going to ready up the characters, attachments, get the resources ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card. Let's see. So we are going to go for an ultimate risk. So we're going to play this card, which I mentioned earlier. We're going to pay 1. We're going to exhaust a hero we control. Let's exhaust Bilbo. Shuffle the encounter deck. Look at the top card. Place priority tokens on the current quest equal to the current threat of the card you looked at. So let's hope we get at least 2 on the quest. Oh yes, 2. So 1, 2 on the current quest, and the quest is completed, and we have finished the Battle of the Spiders first quest for this. So obviously this deck wasn't too bad. You can just core set cards and the smashing cards. So if you do this quest yourself, you want Steward of Gondor and Gandalf out as fast as you can. You want to make sure that the magic ring out as fast as you can. Keep your resources heavy. The spiders are tricky in this. Spiders are very tricky. They're all quite strong. You know, they've got 3 out straight away. They've got 4 attack. The venom keyword will slow you down. A lot of the shadow cards will be poisonous and, you know, damage your characters. You want if you're going to play this with a deck of your own making, you want a lot of willpower, a lot of defense. If you can get cards that help enemies from attacking, stop enemies from attacking, or location control cards, that'd be really handy. But that's it for this first quest of the expansion pack on Doorstep. Any questions? If you were to ask, any tips you want, if you were to ask, I'll leave a
deck list in the description. And that's it for this quest. Look forward to the next step where we're going to have to fight, burgle the Arcus Stone from Smaug, which is a really cool idea. And that's it for now. Leave a like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.